This offense has got to go to the sidelines, get with the coach, settle down, and figure out the game plan for the rest of the game.
They're going to be all right.
Set for a first down play. Wants to throw. It's Milroe. Now he's going to
game. They like Titans on here.
Going to try to get it himself.
99-yard touchdown.
He's finally stopped with a big play there with his speed as he moves those sticks.
He's got such good awareness in the pocket. He does a good job of feeling the rush, and you know it's a pass, and you want to keep your eyes downfield, but he sees an opening, and if he sees an opening, he's got the ability to go get it and get a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming.
No. How long would I do that throw right back to him?
Picked off. Got room on the return. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggies. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last pick six after a drive like that, David, can swing the momentum of a game.
The defense is still celebrating. I mean, such a big play. I mean, they gave up some yards but did what they're supposed to do. Now, Jesse, this offense.
He's loose. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
They just got a squad. Then they got Williams, the wide receiver.
Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
It's really burnt anybody.
To the air, it's Milroe. Deep shot for the end zone.
Got him. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I'm killing you. Here's Ryan Williams.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Stopped at the 17. Second guessing at return. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw at this drop.
What's his name? Henry Ruggs. He got drunk, and got one of his sports cars, and he killed somebody.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Right down the middle. He's got it. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Plays like that, he's fitting in with the Aggie legends, Christian Kirk and Mike Evans.
And that's when you've seen them just high-flying, fun, tempo, making plays down the field. Having those go-to guys, those A&M offenses were always fun to watch.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He wants to throw. Got it set up on the outside.
Man, you ain't gonna keep doing this, man.
They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Makes the grab. It's Barber. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking for a man. It's Reed. And he
should have picked that out.
The defense is incomplete.
Oh my God, it's slowly.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver.
Sweet.
Showing off the arm. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy. You can't just do it conventionally, handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football's a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself.
There we go,
what a grab by the defense.
Let's go run it
Try
back.
to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
He quick,
Right.
He running from that when he could. So gonna lay it on that boy. I hate to get Alabama every time, but that seems like the thing to do, huh, good?
What year is it?
Last year.
24.
Yeah. I can get Ohio State. But Alabama, they just seem like they their business. Yeah, I love mine from Alabama because Jalen Williams.
When you see that field of blue, you know it can be only one place in the world. Boise, Idaho, on the campus of Boise State and home to the fabled giant killers, the Boise State Broncos. Today, a ranked versus ranked matchup as a couple of top 25 teams get set to go jaw to jaw. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 16th ranked team in the land, the Boise State Broncos.
Yeah, football season sells and jump off and next month. I mean, after next month.
Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up.
So that one.
And the Broncos will get us started with the opening kickoff.
We're working the right drive, man. We go back to the contract.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back.
My little cousin gonna play down.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Offense set on first down.
I plan on going right down there October.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
I know it's sexy
in my house
football, but if you can pound
be
your
in my
way
own
and get
house.
these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
At the You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust.
This is my place of work. You gotta
Forced
make my
down the
money.
pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play. No huddle offense to the line. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Finds his man, it's Miller. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. After getting nothing, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house.
Yeah, they can't stop Jamie Miller.
That's why this offense is so hard to stop.
I think that's what they thought that Alabama was going to do this year, but they didn't.
His speed, he can make people look silly, and you saw it right there on the
He did good, though, cuz they don't give a damn if you do halfway good, a quarter of the way good, 75%, 99% good. You don't win, they don't give a fuck. You hear me? Only real fans of the game understand that shit.
He'll bring it out. It's Genty.
Alabama got a type of standard. You know, they keep their everything standard.
There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown,
Oh, keep it home.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
That Ashton Genty run the kickoff back on me, that's crazy.
Trying to barge their way in. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They're lining up to kick it off full of momentum after housing that last kickoff.
Guess he didn't waste that much time.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Got room at the 35. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
And it's just got to be nice to have a running back that can make big-time plays with his feet. 1st down, 2nd down, 3rd down right here. His opportunity, gets the football, makes a huge gain. He makes this offense go, and it makes it so easy to be a play caller.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
All right, take a while, I'll let you.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Smashes through. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. They've got to get the football to the 32 to pick up the first down. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He fires back across the field, and it's intercepted. That's why you love veterans in this defense. They stay locked in on their rules, and he made the pick. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Power football with the run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. 2nd down coming up. He's looking to throw. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the 1st down before they finally get him on the ground. The Broncos getting set on 1st and 10. They're getting this guy lathered up. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. But they called that an ISO play, and it was isolated for a loss.
And they try to isolate a linebacker inside and really run the football right at you, right down the middle. But you better move those big defensive linemen out of the way and create some space. They didn't do it, and you can tell that's why the ball went nowhere.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
And the quarterback knew that that counter run play was going to be successful. He did a nice job counting the box before the snap. He knew he had good numbers. He knew he had good angles and blocking. So that is a green-lit play from the get-go. Hand it off, go make yards.
They'll pass on the 50-yard field goal try and instead try to pick up the 1st down here on 4th. Try to get it on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Ball lofted up for grabs and is picked off.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Running back searching for a hole. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Genty. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
They knock him down, and what a disastrous play for this offense, a loss of 10. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's going to fire to the left. He's got it inside the 30. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. We're ready to get it started here in the second half. He's going to bring it out from deep. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
We just went to half, and we drew up all these adjustments and things we got to do differently to take advantage. How about the special teams coming out to start the second half and setting the tone, taking the kick all the way back for 6. You don't draw it up any better than that.
And they kick it through for the extra point, and they have an 8-point lead. They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes that Alabama offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Alabama will get the first down.
So far, everything's just seemed to work for this offense when they've wanted to run the football. Regardless of what down and distance it is, they're able to get it done. Up front, getting a lot of push, and these backs are finding the holes.
Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Hit as he throws. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. At the 35, he's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
That's caught. It's Genty. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it.
Ball in the air, intercepted. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You know, you play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got away from trouble and got rid of it. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble, but couldn't create anything there. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He looks that one in nicely. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback.
coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Hand off from the shotgun. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. A run for the quarterback. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Boise State 15, Alabama 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Avoids pressure. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Man, these are killers, right? Late in the game, in the 4th quarter, you're getting to the quarterback, but he does such a great job scrambling around. When you do this, you get extra first downs. You start to wear those defensive linemen out. So late in the game, this could pay off. Great job getting the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him, weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. Across the 25, he's got room. And he's out of bounds after the nice gain, and maybe that is finally the spark to get this passing game going.
Perfect play call against the perfect defense. They came with a blitz, and the offense had the screen pass called at the right time. Running back gets it in his hands. He's got linemen out in front, getting hats on hats. You can't do it any better than that.
And guys, this offense has a couple of jobs. The first one, get the touchdown. Then they'll need the 2 to tie here in the 4th. They'll try to get it in with a run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Alabama pushing the tempo. They go right back to this guy on 2nd and goal. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really... And he takes it to the house. Touchdown tie!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, and we're tied here in the final period. So that drive covered just 44 yards. and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah,
and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Whoa, that linebacker sacked that quarterback, and he was on him quicker than a hiccup.
Pick 6 time, baby. Pick 6 time. Let's go pick 6.
Telling the offensive line who to block, and, well, it didn't work, okay?
Watch
he was
Gentry.
not prepared
Try to go with the Gentry.
scot-free, and the quarterback pays the consequences for that.
Watch Gentry. He's only like 5'8".
Short gain there.
He must
Still
have watched.
ground to cover to pick up the first.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and make things happen.
Gentry
Nobody
going to
open
overtime.
downfield,
Pick
just dump
6.
it down
Nah, we
to him,
doing
let
pick
the
6.
guy go to work, pick up a
You know,
huge
overtime.
play,
Pick 6.
help this offense get in position to win the game.
Pick 6.
He'll
You
pull
know,
it down
with
and
the
run.
quarterback.
Nifty little scamper on this one.
Yeah,
Enough for the
with the
first down,
quarterback.
and he slides in safely. And the Broncos come to the line
We
with a
think
new
he keeping
set down.
game. Think he keeping game.
He's going to
Yeah,
pass.
running with the quarterback. Pick 6, baby.
Finds the tight end.
Pick 6,
And they
baby.
pick up just a few on that completion.
Next time, pick 6 there.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there.
That's
That
it.
was an awesome
No
job.
more.
First
No
off,
more to
being
the
there
tight
at the
end.
point of attack. Once
Go
the
to
tight
the
end
tight
made the
end.
catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him.
Fumble.
Picks up the first
I
down
don't let him
and
go.
gets
It's good.
down to avoid contact.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
It's a fine line right now between being aggressive, trying to win it here, and not blowing the game with a turnover. Comes out throwing on first down.
Yes, baby, good defense.
He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped him. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On second down, wants to throw. This time he's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Game.
Just inside
He's
the
balling
40-yard
after.
line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39.
He's balling, balling.
From the gun,
Get
the
him.
ground game. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple. Simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with the lone back. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Broncos will hustle to the line. They'll try to run for it.
Oh,
He's
what?
touchdown, Boise State. And they've got the lead in the final minute.
I'll be done.
That is just how the coach wants to
I'll
draw
be
up.
done,
Take up
done.
all the clock, score the go-ahead touchdown. This one is all but over.
Trying to punch it in. And he'll be brought down.
I like the try going for 2 there because you're trying to get your opponent to at least have to score a touchdown to win this one. But honestly, guys, with just a couple seconds left on the clock, you're walking out of here with a W.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. He stopped the return right there, and that will do it. This one is in the book. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started.
Go upset.
Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. First down here for the offense. On the ground with the counter. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Here comes the option. And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
The ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Falcons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon.
Or if I can quote the great Reese Davis, that was very ungood. Not a productive first down play.
play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to pass. It's Busha. They're trying to get to it. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And it is hardly a big surprise that this Alabama defense is hitting hard and making their presence felt in the backfield.
Yeah, it's what they built their brand on. They built it on physicality and stopping the run. And you've seen over the last several years, too. After they do that, they come after your quarterback, and they try to get that.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Falcons will line up to punt. Hey, he fakes it. He's going to throw it. And the fake works if he can get the first. And he's tackled short. He didn't make it.
Man, everybody loves a fake punt until it doesn't work. And how about the defense? Great job being aware, not falling asleep. That's what happens. A lot of times you fall asleep, you give up a big play, give up the first down. They were dialing in, they were ready, and they stopped the guy just short of the first down.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in, you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. And the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
Caught in the backfield. It's Miller. Smacks him with the stiff arm. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. The Tide trying to pay off this red zone trip. Trying to find his man on first down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those are hard for offensive linemen when they get beat. And you're going, no, look out for your blind side. Watch out. But great job rushing the quarterback, getting him on the ground, and getting the football out. A little extra bonus. Nice job on the defense getting nasty.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Busha. Lets it go.
There we go.
Finds a man on the left.
That's one, Harris.
Delivers the contact. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Got enough space.
Let's go.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
First and goal. You know what's coming. They know what's coming. Can you stop it? And you can't. Pound the football straight ahead. Get in for 6. Nice job by the big fella.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point.
7, Alabama, 0.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That's probably the last touchdown we'll ever see against Alabama.
He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the air, it's Milroe. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Alabama quickly back to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Gonna take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike, and we've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it.
Pressure, sack.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Nice job by the quarterback.
Pressure on
getting outside the pocket and then not turning the football over. It's so hard not to try to force the football down the field. Good job. Incompletion. Next play.
Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10.
Sack, pressure.
Quarterback's on the move, still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. If it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Alabama!
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
And he tacks on the extra point. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Oh, he's going to go for the return. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Fires the pass, intercepted. Takes it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Henderson. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. He's looking to throw. Snags it. And he goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few, but still short of the first down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy complete.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Gonna run it. It's Harris. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. He'll let it go down the right side. Fires and picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. Out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Come on, man, with the replay.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Trying to set the tone on the ground in the third. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Milroe. They've got the screen set up. Open space at the 25. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. And they got him for the sack.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Scrambling away. He'll get rid of it.
Yes.
That's going to fall
He missed that. Good job.
That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel
Watch out, 81. We know this play across the middle. 81 across the middle.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He'll fire to his right.
Let's go, baby. Let's go,
Still on
Bellamy.
his feet at the 45. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to pass. It's Busha.
No.
Got rid of
No.
it. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Taking it the other way.
God dang it.
Touchdown, Bama. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick six, and that defense will come out feeling it.
Let's go, man.
So much for the touchback. Here he comes. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Air Force has it back, and the Falcon offense returns to the field. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick six, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
They'll run the option. And the freshman does a great job using his technique and getting the man on the ground. So after the first down run, here's second down. The back goes in motion. The option look. Now the pitch. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. Bounce that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Got it in the middle. It's Harris. And he's got enough for a first down. Baby. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
Going to the UFL, you hear me? He balling. Give my boy contract UFL.
The Falcons are on the move.
3 minutes.
Looking for space. It's Harris.
And you can tell, all eyes on this team. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this guy goes, and they've just never been able to really...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds him out of the backfield, and he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. And that ball's incomplete on fourth down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Busha. Good timing on the quick out. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers, that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside, and that quarterback can go in the other direction.
They'll go to the ground, and the Falcons will have a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. The Falcons will have it first and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Fullbacks, a.k.a. blocking backs, a.k.a. don't touch the football very often and usually don't go far down the field. But a nice little chunk run here for the fullback. Give him the ball, reward the big fella.
The give to the back. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. They'll give it to him again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Really nice first down run. And you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles. He can run outside. He can catch the football. He can block. This guy can do it all.
Makes the catch. It's Harris. Hey, that's a live ball. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back.
Boy.
Great job by the defense.
Really, that's how they're going to play it. That's how they're going to play the game.
Job forcing the fumble. You already got the lead. You take the ball back with a little bit of time. Nail meet coffin.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Dropping back, it's Milroe. Looking to take a shot. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Buys a little extra time. Grabbed behind the line. It's Haynes. Knocked down for the tackle.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Pulls it in inside the 10. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Touchdown time! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out. It's Harris. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Here comes the Air Force offense back onto the field. At this point, it really hasn't been your best day. Just try to find something to build on here at the end, David.
Nah, just try to keep fighting. Show your kids you're going to keep fighting. Keep throwing the football. Try to get some points up. Palmer, points have been at a premium. They haven't scored very much, but keep fighting, man.
Yeah, and just, try to find things to build off of for next week as well, right? I mean, it's all about continuing to improve week in and week out. So whether that's identifying playmakers or just seeing what you can come up with here at the end of this game and not quitting.
They're bringing heat. Bought a little time, lets it go. Caught near the sticks. It's Carson. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. After this, it'll be a wrap. Leaves it with the back. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire... Welcome, everyone, to Akron, Ohio, and home of the Akron Zips, where the fans have been eagerly anticipating this matchup, one that could call back the glory days once seen in the old Rubber Bowl. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game, as we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Kennesaw State Owls, taking on a team from the MAC, the Akron Zips. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kennesaw State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive, if he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Offense getting set for first down. They'll try the run. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Kennesaw State right back to work. Dropping back, it's Bryson. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Kennesaw State has a chance now on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Forges ahead for one to the 8-yard line. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. Got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He's stopped at the 1. No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Slams ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Kennesaw State.
And they just keep feeding it to their workhorse back to open this game. Great job in the open field. He's got tremendous vision. He can make people miss. You saw all of that on display here in the opening drive.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 96, set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Akron has it back, ready to send that offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. To throw, it's Finley. He'll take a deep shot here. And he intercepts it. Trying to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I'll tell you what, defensive players don't always see where the ball is. They see the receiver and they get to chase him, but really good job seeing where the receiver is, going and making an interception, making a big play, getting the ball back to your offense.
Off the play fake on first down. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield, they couldn't hook up.
Tell you what, coaches catch heat a lot nowadays, especially on social media. I expect him to catch a lot of heat. 4th down, long yardage situation on your own territory, and you want to go for it, and you fail, and you're surprised. You definitely shouldn't be surprised. Just don't check your mentions, dog.
They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kennesaw State 7, Akron 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Here's the handoff. He stops him at the 31, but not before. He picks up 10 yards on the play.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game on.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized.
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Back-to-back possessions, 2 forced turnovers, 2 interceptions. Defenses are salivating. That gets you excited. I'm the next guy trying to make a big play. I'm bragging about it if I've already got 1 pick. But if I'm the other guys, I'm like, wait a minute. I got to get me 1 too.
Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those 4th down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Quarterback gets sacked at his own 2-yard line. Give the defense a ton of credit. They were going for the safety, and they almost got it. Great effort up front by the D.
The give. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. 4th and a long way to go, but the offense is going to give it a shot. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And I don't know how to explain that one. 4th down and long, the percentages are low anyways, and on your side of the field, that is not the way I want to create momentum or start my first half. I'm not sure what they were thinking on offense.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
On 2nd and goal, he gets another chance. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Akron!
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they wanted it. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kennesaw State offense. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Unleashes one. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, that was a good play on the ball, getting his hand up and getting the tip, getting the deflection. Ball bounces up in the air, falls to the ground, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Going to the ground. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. They didn't get enough for the first down, so 4th down, clock running as they hurry to the line. Throws for the tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Able to move the chains, and they still have a chance after picking up the first down. He wants to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Kennesaw State right back to work. They go to the ground. Dances away from one. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They'll give it to the back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Offense, quick tempo. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got a man. It's Kent. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Kennesaw State hopes to be wise here in the red zone. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback moving. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's finally dragged down, but what a return as he takes it out to the 46. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Back to throw, it's Finley. Fires left. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Going up top on first down. Looking for a deep man. Got it in stride inside the 20. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And the Zips will kick it off to start the second half. From back of the end zone, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to see this Kennesaw State offense go back to work. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football to them.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bryson. Back open in the middle. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
Kennesaw State right back to work.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Right back to the well. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback gets the first down. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Fantastic job there buying time and then using his speed to go get a huge chunk play. And you saw on defense a lot of people in the back end with their heads turned around chasing receivers. It's dangerous. You want to play man coverage. You don't want to keep your eyes on the quarterback. You're going to pay for it. You saw it right there.
Kennesaw State coming out with another first down. Lets it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Second down.
After the quarterback and receiver couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. He leaves it with the back. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. He's got an open man. Touchdown, Kennesaw State. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We've got to figure something out. We've got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyway.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Zips take over in Akron, ready to get that offense to work. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he is